Welcome back, everybody. This is Herbie with my Nomadic dream, and I'm heading to work. So the plan this morning is for me and another driver to drive to the south room empty, but since the north room Grand Canyon Lodge is without power, I decided that it was probably best if me and another driver that's supposed to head down empty goes down to the visitor center at the north room and see if there's any standbys or people that have a later booking that wants to head down early, because it would be miserable to wait around somewhere that doesn't have power and that is not serving food. So that's what I'm gonna do. Well, I'm just making my way down from the employee area down to the little mini office that we use and the vans, because I need to make sure that I print off the manifest so that we have a game plan for the day. And I need to get more credit card slips just in case there's standbys. There's our little mini office that I put together. I'm just gonna get in there and start my day. Some of our vans over there. I should be driving that gray one today, number 23. But this is what the office looks like. You have all seen it. I'm gonna put this water here, flip on the switch, and there is power. So I'm gonna grab 23. I need to remember my tip sign so that when hikers don't want to, end up hiking in the rain, they can tip me. I gotta wait for my phone to link up to the Starlink, so I'm gonna make sure that I grab this and put it here next to the credit card slips that I may need in the morning. I got my water that I need to fill up. And, whew. All right, printing manifests. Okay, so I got both morning and afternoon manifests printed out along with the luggage ones. So I'm gonna start tossing names on the luggage ones for what driver's responsible for it. And just go over these manifests really quickly. So like with this one, this afternoon one is for Chad. So I'm gonna put that up there. I got another one there. And this is basically how I break down the manifests. This one's for the morning. So these are all the pickup spots. So I print it so that it's all organized based on that. Same thing with the drop-offs, so that we can try to load the vans so that each driver only has to drop off at maybe one, maybe two spots rather than all 4 different spots. Because from here all the way to the main lodge and back is an hour. So, and we get paid by the day, not the hour. So I try to load them accordingly so that people can just go, drop off, and be done. But it doesn't always work that way, because some riders, they just put down whatever and call it good. So it is what it is. But I am not lead today, so I should be able to film the loading process in the morning and in the afternoon. So this is going to be in the day of the life of Workamping. Now I just need to grab this stuff and go to my van and do the pre-trip on it. There's a lodge. And I just unlocked the van that I'm using today. And I'm gonna get all of this stuff set up inside. Open sesame. Van was left dirty. So I need to move that trash can back over here because no. But I gotta put my bungee on and put my tip sign right there. I use bungee cords because it's easy. Done. Grab this trash can. Put it back here. And there's still trash in it. Got my sign, got the trash bag. There's trash in it, shouldn't be. Got potato chips down here. This whole entire van is filthy. But since the van is dirty, I think I should probably sweep it out a little bit because that's gonna help my tips. Grab the broom. Oh, right here, good. Tool. And yeah, I'm just gonna sweep it out. You can see there's quite a bit of filth along with those chips that were right there. So fling this on the ground. This is mostly just sand and dirt. But we're supposed to do this every night. So not sure why it wasn't done by the previous driver. But that's good now. That's much better than what it was. Yeah. I'll put this back in there here. When I do it, I put this here. Oh, look at that Pringles can. And the other missing glove that's in the office right now. So I need to take care of this crap. Got this stuff. So what we're supposed to do when we get into a dirty van is to put it in our portal, because that's not good. Then that makes the driver have more stuff to do the next day and a missing glove. So I'm gonna try to sneak into the lodge so I can put this with the other one and get more water. It's not as busy as what it was last night. But I'm just gonna put this glove with the other one here. So now there's a pair. I'm gonna fill my water with this nice cold water right here. Good. Now I do need 2 hands for this, so got the water. I'm gonna borrow a banana like this one right here. That's good. I'm gonna put it in my pocket. Good. Sometimes they have bagels out here, but not today. Now we're gonna go back outside. So there was a couple hikers this morning that missed their shuttle. So I'm having one of the other drivers take them down to the trailhead. Because that driver doesn't have anybody on his manifest for this morning. So he has time. But I got my banana right here. I'm gonna eat that on the way down. And you guys remember this? Like I say, it is not a Hemi. No rumble. No. Ugh, yeah. But just I'm gonna let the van do its thing. I'm gonna adjust the heat though. This dial, right there's good. And for the heat, I got it on 78, but I'm gonna turn it to 70. Yeah, 77's good. Got the fan blowing. I got the zones. I just want everywhere for now. That way it heats up really nicely. I got Chad over there. He's gonna take care of that stuff for me. Oh, roll down the window for safety so that I don't lock the keys in the door. Like I said, I had that one driver take those 2 hikers down to the trailhead. Now Miss Houdini is here. We got one spare van here. We're just waiting for the other one that's currently in use to get back because we need 4 vans today. So that's gonna be interesting. But yeah, I should be able to film going down there and filming like the whole process a little bit. Probably not a lot because, you know, not a lot of people like to be on camera. But since I'm a deadhead today, this is a good opportunity to do in the life of a work camper at the Grand Canyon. This is the infamous Miss Houdini. Say hi. Oh, look at that fancy cup she got.
I know, somebody loves me somewhere.
Yeah, somewhere.
I love myself.
Somewhere, somehow. What's in it?
A good, strong coffee.
Oh, it only smells like coffee.
Really?
Being nice to Lydia, saying good morning, and she says, I didn't realize that you had gray hair until you took off your hat. It's like,
yeah, but look at that.
These are my wisdom whiskers.
Look at this.
Look at all that gray hair. It's like a mohawk
it's
gray.
Not gray, it's white.
Yeah, so who's the old one?
Yeah, I'm the old one.
So I'm waiting to leave. I might as well do my pre-check of my headlights because I've already checked the fluids, but not the hazard lights. All I do for that is turn on the hazards. And I just walk around the van, make sure that they're working, check the back. That one's working. So is this one. And then for the blinkers, it's really easy. So as a secondary, all you gotta do is turn that on. It's not flashing fast, so both front and back are working right. Same with that one, so we were good. Clear those out. Yeah, so now we just wait. Lydia's going over her van right now, making sure that her portal gun is in place. Checking for your portal gun?
My what?
Your portal gun?
Yeah.
So that she can just...
So I can get ready today to just, do my magic.
Yeah, that's what happens. She can leave here and be at Bright Angel in like 10 minutes. And it's like, no wonder you get all the good tips.
I know, I'm fast.
Yeah.
And we basically don't really drive there. We fly.
We fly.
No, actually,
there's turbulence on the road.
We drive safely.
Safely, but quickly and professionally. Okay, the lead driver has dispatched everybody, so we're making our way down to the main visitor center. So yeah, that's what I'm doing, is driving. Only ever seen 2 people at that gate since I've started working. But obviously when it's closed, you don't have to stop. But usually up here is where we see the buffalo. I don't think we will this morning, but anything's possible. Yeah, up in this area is usually where the buffalo are. but looks like we just got some birds instead. So maybe we'll see some later today if we are lucky. So on the north side, we have 5 pickup spots and 5 drop-off spots. Jacob's Lake, Cashapp Lodge, the Trailhead Campground, and then the main North Rim Visitor Center. So I will point the ones that we pick up within the park, and as long as I don't have anybody in my van heading south, I will point out Jacob's Lake and Cashapp Lodge as well. And then for us north to south drivers, there's only one drop-off point at the South Rim, and that's Bright Angel Lodge. No others, because we don't work for the national park. We are permitted to work within the park, and they designate where we are able to go. Yep. So up here on the left is the Cashapp Trailhead. That is one of our pickup points right there. And then up around these curves is the campgrounds. And up here on the right is the campground that we swing through once we get all of our riders from the main visitor center. So the next stop is the main visitor center. So I pulled off of the road because there's no need for me to get down there first because I'm not lead. That is one of the other drivers. Because if I get down there, everybody's going to come to me, and and I don't have the manifest this morning. So, yep. So I'm just going to chill here. If you look out the window, you can see part of the Grand Canyon. I've seen this stuff like a million times, and it never gets old. But I do got my credit card slips for any standby passengers. Because like I said before, the North Rim has been without power for the past 2 days because of a transformer blowing. And I don't think they have a backup generator, which is weird. But it's been really good business for our lodge, Cashapp Lodge. Because the North Rim ain't serving dinner either during the power outage, but we have power and a buffet, and the food's pretty good. The other drivers have caught up, so now I'm in line with them. So it's gonna be time to get to work. We have made it to the visitor center. And on the left, there's where we park to board, because we're not allowed to pick up from the actual lodge here at the North Rim. So we're just gonna whip through here and get lined up. And it looks like they are still out of power. I'm gonna park just beyond this fire hydrant. So I'm gonna try to get a couple clips of the boarding process. Lydia's on her way to do luggage duty, and I'm just gonna watch. So we're just getting these passengers boarded up. Bags go in the trailers, passengers go in the vans. It just makes the whole process easier. Boarding is going really smooth. Miss Houdini's coming up here with a bag. Hopefully she doesn't make it disappear. You use your Houdini skills to just transport that to the back of the trailer without carrying it.
Well, it's lucky. Usually on luggage day, I have like really heavy ones. Today, only this.
Nice. So now she just needs to put that into the system as checked in. Super easy process with this whole job. We got Ava here doing lead. So she's just crossing people off and making sure that everybody's here on time. Or what happens if they're not.
Then we need to call and confirm that they are no-show, and then call reservations as well, so reservations can call and confirm that they are no-show.
And then they get left behind. Not like Lydia, but like left behind because they're not here. All right, so we got everybody that we needed from the main visitor center. So it's time to close this up. Kind of difficult with one hand. And spin the lock. Good. So, just making my way back to my van. We're gonna follow Ava through the campground and trailhead and meet up at Cashapp Lodge. We gotta swing through the campground now to see if there's any passengers that may have made their way over here, because you never know. So this is a campground general store, and our boarding area is over here in this back parking lot, and there's nobody here, which means that we can go because no one's on the manifest. We just came here just to see. So next stop will be trailhead pickup. We're going to be pulling in there because the other driver has passengers that's on the manifest. But right now it doesn't look like there's anybody here, which means the lead driver is going to have to call these passengers if they're not here to double check if they are coming or not. It does look like one has shown up, so that driver's getting him loaded so that we can get on our way. Just got another one showing up, so she's gonna get him loaded up maybe, and we'll be on our way again. Figure since we're waiting, I'll show you where the pickup is at this one. That's the end or the beginning of the trail, whichever way that you're coming. And then our boarding is up here on the hill so that it doesn't cause bottlenecking. But I'm gonna walk my happy butt back into the van where it's warm and wait to get on the road. This is where all of the mules are kept for the Grand Canyon mule rides, which I gotta lose like 40 more pounds before I can get on one of them because they have a weight limit of 220 only. But we're loading up the passenger that used the bathroom and alright, we are passing our gas station. We're gonna get into our Cashapp Lodge for our final pickup. Right here. It looks like the driver's loading up passengers for this spot. And this is where Mr. is getting kicked out of my van so that he can get into his own, which is right here. Drive safe, man. I am in line. I'm just waiting for the convoy to drive past. Since I'm deadhead and Chad is as well, we're just gonna follow them. That way, if there's any van issues, me and Chad are not miles ahead. We can all pull over. They can transfer passengers into our working vans and they can continue on while we wait for assistance. Yeah, this is the lodge where all us employees stay at. Well, not in that lodge. We're actually up on the hill in our own rigs. But there's a convoy of vans finishing up loading. Everything will be good to go. So since me and Chad are empty, we're gonna stop at Jacob's Lake and get us some free cookies because we're drivers. And the girls don't want to stop there because they want a longer lunch. So, cookie time! We are finally arriving at Jacob's Lake here at the North Rim to get our free driver cookies. They are so good. My favorite is s'mores and of course peanut butter. But they have peanut butter chocolate chip. They have so many options. It's unbelievable. You ready for those driver cookies, Chad? He is ready, and he lost his phone.
Hey!
Cookie time.
Herbie, I'm going to buy you some cookies this morning.
Whatever, you cheap ass, they're free. So, if you don't know, this is Jacob's Lake Inn. They've been around for like 100 years, just like Kaibab Lodge. But they have really good cookies.
You guys enjoy your day.
So, check out all of their different types of cookies. And they got turnovers. Okay, just now leaving Jacob's Lake. I got a Nutella turnover and a s'mores cookie. Once I get in the van, I'll show you what they look like. Ooh, delicious. So look at the goods. This is what the s'mores looks like. There's marshmallow inside. And then there's a turnover, a Nutella turnover, which is this big sucker right there. That is delicious. With us being drivers, we get 2 free cookies a day. So I know some drivers that stop there religiously every day. I stop maybe once a week. It's also a good way to butter up your passengers because they usually know about them and they want those cookies. But yeah, just gonna eat this and drive down this mountain. Really good stuff. Jacob's Lake also has ice cream. And I hear that they have burgers that are very good. So one of these days, I'm going to have to find out for myself. And I'll probably bring you guys along. But I'm just going to focus on my driving and eat my snack. First section is very windy and it's all downhill. It was one of my favorites. But up here on the left is the Vermeulen Cliffs. I'll flip you guys around and show you. That all over there is the Vermeulen Cliffs. And Marble Canyon is just on the other side. And it does look like it is raining. It just dawned on me by making that last clip that I think I may have left my rain jacket at the office because it's not back here, so I might be getting wet like a fish today. It is raining now, but it's really cool because I've never seen this area wet before. But here's Rock House up here on the left with the balanced rocks. It's just pretty astonishing. And there's the famous Rock House. But we're almost to our first stop. I do have to say, driving when the weather is bad is actually really nice because the roads are all clear. There's no traffic. It is like how it was like the first week and a half, 2 weeks that we started driving. Just open road. It makes the driving experience so much better. Here we are at the first stop, which is in Marble Canyon. And since I don't want to get wet, I'm going to park underneath the awning. But I normally get something to drink here along with Werther's caramel hard candies because they are delicious and it just keeps me occupied. So we're gonna get in. Looks like Lydia hasn't disappeared, so that's great. Because Miss Houdini. This place has a little bit of everything. But all of these coolers we can't use. Got my coffee drinks. And I'm gonna put these back in the van. Put one here, put another one here. That should be good. Now I'm gonna go find a rain jacket to make sure that if I have it, I don't have it in the back. No, I left it. I left it at the lodge or in the mini office. So that kind of sucks. But I'm gonna take my little break before we get back on the road and do some more driving. Nothing beats this daily drive. It's one of the things that makes it worth it. Oh man, it's amazing. I've said this before, this is a wonderful job. Here's the Navajo Bridge. And the Colorado River that you guys cannot see, but a little bit. But before I get through the Navajo Rapids, I'm gonna drink this Starbucks cold brew vanilla sweet cream. Oh yeah. These are the only type of beverages we can have because the first couple coolers are off limits when you drive. This is not good at all. It tastes like, but I paid for it, so I might as well just go with it. It is cool how every day everything looks so different because of the clouds, the lighting, and now weather. Woo, gives everything a much more look to it, you know. Just look how dark everything is. You got those mountains over there with the fog. You got these. They definitely don't look welcoming today, but it's still pretty darn amazing. But I'm gonna focus on driving. And just like that, everything is clearing up within like 5 miles. And everything's looking more welcoming. I am very close to our second stop, which today is going to be the Navajo Trading Post because we don't have a lot of people to keep track of. And I'm probably going to get fuel there and look for my Werther's caramels so I have them for the ride back. Those suckers are good. But it's so beautiful here right now. Check it out. As you can see, it completely cleared up. Way behind us is still super stormy, but this is another reason why I love the West. You can literally drive a very short distance and get out of bad weather. And here's the Navajo Trading Post and this little gas pipeline bridge, but it's also a walking bridge. I would like to do that someday. But here's the Cameron Navajo Trading Post. So I'm gonna get in here, go to the restroom, find that candy, and the next stop should be the South Rim. I'm probably just gonna go to the Market Plaza and wait for my coworkers, and I'm gonna end the video there since yesterday's video, you saw the second half of my day. So, yep. There's that pipeline walking bridge that I was talking about. And this is the trading post that we stop at. Yeah, this place has a lot of cool stuff. It has Indian rugs, and obviously bathrooms and other cool stuff. That is really nice looking. But time to pee. Haven't seen these in years. This stop was another epic fail. They did not have my Werther's candies. So hopefully Market Plaza does. I'm gonna have to just order them online. I'm driving back into the storm. And there's rain on the road. There it is. You guys hear how loud that is? That's not rain, that's hail. It's hailing on the windshield. Woo! I can honestly say I've never driven through a hailstorm before. Man, it's like BBs hitting the windshield. Hence I am making really good time. And you guys have already seen Market Plaza. I'm gonna finish the video here with a grand old view of the Grand Canyon. Check out that. Woo-wee. There's my shuttle van, and here's your view of the Grand Canyon. Right there. Just totally majestic, and it never gets old to look at. But this is where this video is gonna end. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day and find a really cool work camping gig like this. So until next time, later guys, bye.